Every year we celebrate this special moment in the life of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Her Assumption, which shows how the power of Jesus' life preserves her and brings her into the mystery of his resurrection without any delay. Well, what might this mean for us? Let me explain through the story of the owl who was afraid of the dark by Jill Tomlinson. It's the story of Plop, an owl. An owl is a bird that wakes up and flies through the night. So his fear of the dark was a real problem for Plop. "I don't want to be a night bird," Plop told his mummy. "Dark is nasty." "You don't know that," she said. "You'd better find out before you make up your mind." So Plop ventured out to discover different people who might tell him about the dark. He met a little boy who taught him that the dark was exciting because in the dark you're able to see all the fireworks. He met an old lady who taught him that the dark was kind. And he met another boy sitting at a campfire. "I'm guarding the campfire," said the boy. "The others have gone to play games in the dark, lucky things." "Do you like the dark?" asked Plop. "It's super," the boy replied. "Dark is fun. We're going to make cocoa and sing around the fire. Would you like to stay?" So Plop stayed. The boy sang until the fire had sunk to a red glow. Then Plop said goodbye and flew home. "Well," said his mummy, "where have you been?" "I met a boy and he says dark is fun. I still do not like it at all, but I think campfires are super." Then he met a little girl. "Hello," he said. "I've come to ask about the dark. Do you like it?" "Of course I do," she replied. "Dark is necessary. Without the dark, Father Christmas wouldn't come. You'd have an empty stocking at Christmas Day." "I don't have a stocking," said Plop. So the little girl took off her Wellington and gave him her sock. "Here," she said, "hang it up on Christmas Eve." After this, he met a man with a telescope who was looking at the stars. "I don't like the dark very much," said Plop. "Really?" said the man. "But dark is wonderful. I'll show you." The man with the telescope showed Plop lots of stars and how to make patterns in the sky. And finally, he met a black cat. "Hello," said the cat. "I was just exploring. Won't you come with me?" "I would like to, I think," said Plop, "but I'm afraid of the dark." "But dark is beautiful," said the cat. "Come with me, and I will show you the nighttime world of cats and owls. Will you come?" "Yes, I will," said Plop. The cat took Plop up to the rooftops and they looked down over the sleeping town. "This is my world," said Plop. "I'm a night bird after all." Then finally Plop flew straight back to his tree. "Well," said his mummy. Plop took a deep breath. The small boy said dark is exciting. The old lady said dark is kind. The campfire boy said dark is fun. The little girl said dark is necessary. The man said dark is wonderful. The black cat said dark is beautiful. "And what do you think, Plop?" asked his mummy. Plop looked up at his parents with twinkling eyes. "I think," he said, "I think dark is super." Then Plop took off to go hunting in the dark, Mr. and Mrs. Barn Owl on each side and Plop in the middle. Well, why am I sharing this story with you on this feast of Mary, the mother of Jesus? We celebrate what God's power has achieved in Mary. And because what has happened in her life, none of us need to be afraid of the future. Just as the little owl learnt that he did not need to be afraid of the dark. Just as the little owl learnt that the dark is exciting, kind, fun, necessary, wonderful and beautiful because of what happens in the life of Mary through the power of God, we ourselves can trust that the future is exciting, kind, fun, necessary, wonderful, and yes, beautiful. As our little owl learnt to trust the night, he discovered who he really was, a night bird. And so we who learn through Mary to trust the future discover who we are, children of God, made for a life that is eternal, that is forever. And this makes the future, our future, super indeed.